tell you how cool I think Donald Trump is. We were there in Detroit at Ford Field. It was WrestleMania, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was, when they gathered up the two teams, and Vince had a team and Donald Trump had a team. And those two teams were going to wrestle each other. I was a special referee. And whoever's team lost was going to get his head shaved. Okay, well, you know the gig here.
Yeah, yeah.
Donald Trump ain't getting his hair shaved. He's got that comb over thing, and it's going to be a long time. If he gets that shit shaved off, it's going to be a long time before it grows back.
Right.
And so you know Vince is on the hook. So anyway, we do the deal. And the thing about the match was, Teddy, we're at Ford Field, and that Ford Field seats about 90,000 people. It's gigantic. It's a huge indoor stadium. But what happens when you're in a 20-by-20 ring there, and the crowd's a little far back, the sound doesn't really travel to the ring. It just kind of escapes up into no man's land, and you can't hear it. So we were out there working, and I was calling the match, but I'm listening to the crowd because I know if we need to shift gears, we need to do something else. But the bottom dropped out of that because we couldn't hear shit. And we're all in there, and I'm kind of giving Vince a gimmick look, and he's looking at me. We thought we lost the people. Well, when you watch it back on pay-per-view, I mean, the people were with everything that was going on. We just couldn't hear it.
Right.
So now what they do when they're working in a big arena like that is they'll put some monitor speakers and point those back towards the ring, like a rock and roll band does, so you can hear the feedback or hear yourself, hear what's going on. And if you hear that crowd, it helps you make your decisions.
Right.
So anyway, there we were in the middle of a 8-man clusterfuck. And Vince's team lost the gig, counted 3, and it was time to shave his head. And so we did that, and we were just kind of going over, the brass tacks of the business, and then we're going to go back and, have the event. And before we left, Vince says to Donald Trump, "Hey, Donald, one more thing." And I didn't even know about this, but I was watching it unfold. How you feel about taking a Stone Cold Stunner? And Donald kind of hesitates. The boy's handler's right there. And, Donald's worth, I don't know, $1 billion, $2, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's a straight-up business guy. And if he has any athletic skill, I know not of it. And his guys tell him, no, there's no reason you need to get any kind of physicality with this stuff. You have nothing to gain, blah, 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 blah. And he looks at Vince. He goes, "Sure, I'll take it." And I'll be damned. I sat there and I talked with Donald for about 2 minutes, just kind of give him the basic, here's how it goes. I think I might have demonstrated on somebody, not Donald. And the match happened. Comes time for the stunner. Bing, bang, boom. Ring up Donald Trump with the stunner. And it looked like shit. And he took it like shit. But I am a fan of Donald Trump because he didn't have to put himself in harm's way.
Yeah.
He did it for the show. He did it for me, and he did it for the wrestling fans that were there, 90,000, and I don't know, maybe 1 million or 2 watching. So I always give props to Donald Trump for doing business the way he did at WrestleMania. It was a stand-up thing to do. Donald, I know you don't listen to this crazy-ass show, but I got a lot of respect for you. I'll be back at the Trump Tower because I had a damn good time staying at your damn hotel over there.